It's shoved with like toilet paper, so pull it open. You have to pull it open. There's like the actually, I'm gonna use Janine. I'm gonna use you to point out a card. I'm gonna get a couple chosen. So
Okay.
yeah, point out a card. Anyone that you see.
That one.
The Ace of Hearts, perfect. And then Peyton, Harper, whoever you are, pick a card.
Just pick a card.
Yeah, right there. Leave it right there. All right. So you have the Ace of Hearts and the King of Hearts, right? Now, I want you, Katie, to think of any card in the deck. Anyone. Name it out loud. Name it out loud.
Queen of Spades.
Queen of Spades. Queen of Spades. Let me tell you something.
Sorry,
Let me just recap. Let me recap, okay?
Queen of
So,
Hearts. Should I go?
no,
on?
you
Oh,
Queen of
okay.
Spades. That's fine.
Queen
That's
of
fine.
Spades. That's what she said.
Queen of Spades. That's fine. So what you did is I told you to go through the card, right? I told you to go through a card. You picked.
Wait.
You picked this one, okay? Then you picked the Ace of Hearts, right? So you picked one, right? So we got him, and then we put him right there. Let me recap. Before we started this trick, I went through a red deck of cards and I wrote something on the back of 2 cards. Not only did I write them on the back of 2 cards, there were 2 red cards. 2 red cards. Watch. 2 red cards. You chose the Ace of Hearts. You chose the King of Hearts. If you check the back of both of them, they're both red. One says a queen. And one says a spade. In both of them. Are right there.
That's awesome.
Yep. What I want you to do, I have a red deck right here and a blue deck. I want you to pick one deck that way you want to use.
Blue.
You want to use the blue one?
Blue deck.
Perfect. What we're going to do is I'm going to have you go through the cards like this, right? You're going to pick one card. You're going to put it right here on top without looking. And behind your back, what I want you to do is I want you to flip it over and I want you to cut it halfway and bury it. All right, so one card will be face up, but don't use the 4 parts because I just saw that. So we're going to bury it back in there. So pick a card. Pick a card. Got it? Perfect. Put it right there on top. Now, behind your back, I want you to turn it over and bury it in the middle. Now, as you do that, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go behind my back, find a card, and bury one. Got it? Perfect.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
You did it. I did it. Now, what I want you to do is put it in front of you.
Okay.
Now, that was yours, and this is mine. So I'm not accused of cheating or anything. I'm going to take yours, and you're going to take mine.
Okay.
Watch this. Let's find the one card. Let's find the one card that you buried in the middle. As you go through. You buried one card.
Okay.
It's the 8 of Hearts.
Okay.
One card. Now what I want you to do is I want you to go through my deck. And I want you to look at the one card that I buried in the middle. I buried one card in the middle.
Shit.
The 8 of Hearts. Not only did we both pick the 8 of Hearts, but somehow, some way, out of all of the blue cards in my deck, right? Somehow, some way, I have a red one. And if I have the red one, somehow, some
Get
way,
out of here.
in your deck, you have the blue.
What the shit? How the hell you do that? Now, that's a good one. Check my wallet. Do I got my wallet? That's a good one, dog.
You know how to shuffle a deck of cards?
Yes.
Perfect. Shuffle a deck of cards. Alright, perfect. Now go through the deck of cards and pick out one card. Go through the deck and pick out one card. And give me the rest of the cards. Perfect. Now what I want you to do is show the camera the deck of cards. I mean the card you chose. Perfect. Now what I want you to do is this is a trick that I do for drunk people. Obviously, you're not drunk because you didn't shuffle it like a drunk person. I'm going to show you how a drunk person shuffles it.
Okay.
First, I want you to put the card right here on top. Right? Then, what I do is, this is your card, correct?
Yes.
That's your card?
Yes.
That's your card. What I'm going to do is bury the card about right there.
Okay.
Right? Completely close it in.
Okay.
Now, how a drunk person, what they will do is they'll give me the deck of cards back. Alright, and I'll try to mix up their card real quick. And how a drunk person would shuffle it is they would go, I'd say, shuffle the cards. They would say, oh sure, I'll shuffle it. And then they start doing this shit. Like, what the hell are you doing? They're like, well, I'm shuffling the cards for you. How the hell am I supposed to find a card when you shuffle a deck of cards like this? Right? This is called a drunk shuffle. Now, even as a magician, I would be impressed if I could somehow, some way, figure out how to do this. But if you notice, when you go through, some cards are face up to face down. Some cards are face down to face up. And others are face up to face up, right? And what you can do is, as a magician, wave your hand over it, maybe even snap. And if you notice, all the cards somehow jump back to regular position except one card. And that one card is the Five of Swords.
We go, Mel. Mel, we going.
That's ridiculous.
Melanie, how do you do that?
I don't know, but that's ridiculous.